o'clock Central Time.
Wow.
And I am back on the ship, obviously. I think I was here last week. Was I here last week?
I think you were.
But for the first time, I'm not in trouble. I have finally cut everything that could be considered edgy, sensitive, or offensive. My show was 45 seconds long.
Let's have a good 45-second show right now.
Yeah, it could be.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Caitlin Evanson is a comedian tonight.
plus funny songs from
Kurt Plunk.
and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez and much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Yay! I am so psyched for tonight. Having internet helps, and I cannot believe we're here. Welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show. I'm Brad Tassell, and someone tell me later how the show goes, because after this monologue, I have to run literally 10 minutes to get upstairs to the theater to do an R-rated show full of people who all ate 4 shrimp cocktails with dinner. So this is going to be, just their breath alone is going to be fantastic. But here the whole time will be your star, Steve Goodie, everybody, right? And ready for her close-up, the last voice of reason out there, Patti Vasquez. The last really tired voice of reason. I think it's going to be, she's going to have to disappear for like a month just to come back from all of this. Plus, we have a super duper show with our pal and super friend and now comedian and musician. It's Caitlin Evanson, everybody. Caitlin's here. Looking dressed up great and moving like she did last time. A little. Okay. Anyway, plus we have another funny musical comedian. It's Kurt from Kerplunk. Everybody, it's Kerplunk Kurt. And tonight is a very special. You'll notice I'm talking fast. I am going to fulfill the wishes of 80% of our viewer mail and get this over quick. I usually, now if you're good at math, listen to this. I usually have 6 pages of jokes at a 22-point font. But today, 3 pages of jokes at a font of 4. So I'll be here 3 hours, is what I'm saying. No. Okay, so let's go. Let's start, and I can be done literally before 10:10. Here we go. Last night was the SNL 50th anniversary special, which meant a great deal to me because I was a wide-eyed 11-year-old watching the first season and then annoying my parents with cheeseburger all day and all night. I was bugging them. It really shaped my childhood, and I gained something I never thought I'd get, a weekend bedtime. That was the best joke I've ever written. I can't believe it. Okay. I thought the SNL, by the way, I thought the SNL 50th anniversary special was the best special I'd ever seen. And the most telling part was that Rob Schneider only appeared in the Things We'll Never Do Again piece. And I don't think he was there. Was Rob Schneider there? Did anybody see him? I know people who were missing, but because I know Hader wasn't there, Aykroyd, and Dana Carvey, oddly. Dana Carvey's been on every week this year, except for the 50th anniversary. Well,
Dana was there.
Yeah, Dana wasn't there, was he?
Dana wasn't there.
No, Dana wasn't there. Okay, let's fight about it. Anyway, by the way, the SNL 50th anniversary show opened with Paul Simon singing with Sabrina Carpenter. It was really beautiful. Carpenter joked that she wasn't born, obviously, in 1976 when Simon sang the song that I forgot the song. Homeward Bound. The first time he sang the song in 1976, she was born, and then she said her parents were also not born yet. So it was kind of funny. 83-year-old Simon then became confused because he didn't know if he wanted to date her or her mother. If she didn't know, because he's old and creepy. Okay, and still married to Edie Brickell, oddly enough, who's 58.
Oh yeah,
she's 2 years younger than me. So Steve, you should hit on Edie Brickell.
Good idea.
Yeah, I know. I think you would do well with Edie Brickell. You guys would be a good team.
It rhymes.
Anyway, and if nothing else, you could do an album. Hey, oh my God, there have been so many plane crashings and problems. Mike, today again, I think the plane landing, the Delta plane landed upside down in Toronto just to really stress how life in the United States is right now. Here you go, Canada. But there have been so many problems in the FAA that Trump is rushing for a solution, which is to fire hundreds more critical jobs to aviation. That's how you fix this. By the way, with the money he saves from firing all those people in the FAA, he plans to buy new Tesla cyber hearses to transport victims of plane crashes to the cemetery. That's what he's going to do at the family's cost. So, too dark? That was dark.
Wow.
I know. Dark. But you heard about the $400 million in Tesla. Oh, well. He went back on that. Okay. Hey, today is President's Day. Isn't that great?
I mean, yay.
And true to his word, President Musk has lowered prices on sheets and towels by 25% until midnight. Everything else is still expensive. It's still expensive because Elon Musk has access to everyone's IRS tax data, and he knows you can afford it. So that's good. So, nothing scarier than that, than all this stuff. Okay. The BAFTA Awards were held in England. Yeah. They're considered the Oscars of Europe by people who also think The Voice is a stepping stone to a singing career.
Oh, man.
It's not. The most notable winners I will mention if they win an Oscar. Okay, let's go. Hey, a kindergarten teacher appeared on the Today Show to plead with parents to stop sending one particular snack with their kids to school. Do you know what it was?
Chewing tobacco.
Meth. So no.
Meth.
No. It was fruit cups. Well, because they're hard to open and the children are spilling the juice all over their papers and it's sticky, right? She said she much prefers graham crackers as they're easy to dip in paste.
Oh, God.
Do kids still eat paste?
I don't know.
Not about kids. I still do.
Hey, man, that stuff was like fentanyl when I was 5.
No kidding.
God, and it came with the perfect device to eat it, a popsicle stick. We were all supposed to build something with the popsicle sticks, but they never stuck together because everybody kept licking off the paste. Oh, memories. Okay. Hey, if you're looking for an analogy for today, a man in Wales says he threw away a hard drive. He threw away a hard drive that had over $80 million in Bitcoin on it. 80 million. Can you believe it? He threw the hard drive away in 2013 and is now trying to get the town to dig up the landfill to find it. He has offered them $70 million to buy the property so he can dumpster dive in his local dump. This is true. The town says they cannot sell the land, but will trade it for Greenland or Canada if they become available. Okay. Hey, and jokes I forgot to do last week. I think I forgot to do this joke last week. 100,000 eggs were stolen in Pennsylvania from the back of a trailer, and police can't seem to crack the case. They're also baffled who could have hatched this plan. They're now scrambling for clues. The eggs have a street value of over $400,000, and this is not the work of some practical yokers.
I knew that was coming.
If captured, they'll be charged with theft and maybe poaching. You're all glad didn't do that last week, aren't you? Okay.
That would have been the worst yoke of the week.
That's the worst yoke.
Joke of the week.
You could put that would have been the worst yoke of the week if I'd be doing it, but you're doing it. All right, 3 more and I'm out. Well, it might be 10, 11. Here we go. Americans are drowning in debt after years of overspending fueled by the pandemic. And coming out of the pandemic, Trump promises to ease that debt by making sure 50% of Americans lose their jobs so they can file bankruptcy. It's going to be fantastic. Great plan. Okay. We had two sad jokes, one with the hearse and both about Trump. Oh, listen close. Archaeologists are confirming a study that says humans 11,000 to 17,000 years ago would scoop out the brains of their enemies and mash them up. Isn't that crazy? They said that practice continues today, but we call it Facebook. That's my favorite joke I've ever written. All right. Now it's time for the horrible joke of the day. Not the worst. This is the joke I wrote that is a joke. I usually find a setup and then write a new punchline, but this time I wrote the whole terrible joke myself. And be forewarned, it doesn't make sense. Here you go. What do you say to a rabbit that hates tea?
What do you say to a rabbit that hates tea?
See you at Shabbat.
That's a rabbi. Got it. It hates tea. I get it. I get it.
Oh, I get
It's a spelling joke.
It's a thinker. Yay! All right.
That was a good
Usually
joke.
you end with a math joke. So that was different.
That was a letter joke.
Yeah.
That was a
Okay,
good
wait.
joke.
Don't do anything because I need to make you host.
Okay, I will sit here and not do anything. This is my
Okay,
favorite.
I lied. Do something.
I'll show you I think I've shown you this before, but it's my propeller yarmulke. Since
Well,
we're
make
talking
me
about
co-host.
rabbis.
Real quick. Make me co-host real quick.
Oh, you're so bossy. Let's see.
I
Where
am
are
bossy.
you?
It said your host.
Yeah, I feel like the host. Make
Yeah, Steve is the host. I'm the
All
All
you
right.
are now the
Hey,
co-host.
you guys have a great time. Steve, finish Facebook when we're done. I'm going to leave this running
Okay,
and just
I'm-
get the hell out of here.
I'm
Bye,
killing it.
everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Brad Tassell,
Good night,
everybody. Man, you know it's a special week when he goes really fast and he gets the hell out of here. This is exciting. All right, it's time for a top 10. Let's see if so far, technically, this show has gone smoothly. Let's see how this goes. Well, not bad, except that I can't get it to go away. There it is. Hi. That's right. All kinds of fun things going on with our fabulous new administration that's not even a month old yet. And one thing Brad didn't touch on yet, and I think we should, is the Kennedy Center is now run by Trump. That's right. The country's possibly premier arts and entertainment. It's just the top of the top, and now Trump's in charge. So we have some fun new things to look forward to. So tonight's top 10 category is top 10 replacement performances at the Kennedy Center. Number 10, Ted Nugent's Guns A-Blazing Festival of Ammosexuality. Number 9, Elon Loves Orange Chachi, the musical. Number 8, Kid Rock on Ice, Bedazzled Bigotry. Number 7, Love Seats I Have Known, the J.D. Vance story. These are the top 10 replacement performances at the Kennedy Center. Number 6, Kanye West Side Story, in which a wealthy black neo-Nazi sings and dances his way through the 1930s Germany and sees how rich the Reich lets him be. Number 5, the Rocky Beetlejuice horror show Bovert Revival. This is definitely a theater crowd tonight. This is good.
Yeah.
Number 4. Now let's see who's old enough to get this one. Number 4, the Captain and Schlemiel tribute. Love will keep the muskrat together with all the money. Number 3, the Warsaw Village people singing their classic, Why Am I on the Wrong Side of History? Man, I'm killing Sulu over there. Number 2, hair, as in, what is that weird crap on top of his head? And the number 1 replacement performance at the Kennedy Center. The Musk family singers present I Smeared Boogers on the Resolute Desk and other holiday favorites. Okay, well, that went pretty well. Oops. Oh, okay, first technical mistake. Yay! All right. And now, Let's get this ready over here. It's time to meet our friend Patti, who is somewhere around here. Where are you, Patti?
Hold on. I can't get my camera on. Ah!
Oh, you got it? Okay, I see you, but I can't see you, which is
I know,
odd.
me too. Oh,
This is exciting. Meanwhile, I'll let Brad's brother in for the 6th time tonight. We're going for a record.
Darn it. We've been doing this for years, and I still
Look, it's my dad.
How do I get
if
back
you can't
on
figure
camera?
it out, Patti, if you can't figure it out, I'll have my dad melt.
Hold on.
Any moment now. I knew I made a mistake when I said it was going technically well. I knew that was an error.
Going so well.
There we go. Boom.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen. It's our friend Patti Vasquez.
I'm here. What?
Look at you looking all cheerful.
Oh, yeah, let's say that. So
This is nice. The tequila I sent is working.
Hey.
That's
I'm
fantastic.
just saying. Yeah.
Where's you?
You know the drill. I'm going to do an intro, and then you're going to go nuts. Here we go. Any moment now.
Is Patti crazy?
Am I crazy?
Patty's not sure, Patty's not from lunatics winning their local races to major league wackos with orange faces to obnoxious a-holes taking handicapped spaces. If she's losing her mind, that's fair. She's Patti Vasquez.
Am I crazy?
I think she's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I don't, there's not really a question anymore. You guys, Brad covered a lot of territory. I think Steve got to a lot of it as well. I mean, just since Friday, right? Okay, first of all, there's this computer software or coder or whatever. This kid is from the University of Nebraska. And no offense to the University of Nebraska or people who look like my son. Like if my son were chosen to be someone who has access to all of our Social Security numbers, like I love my son, but don't give him the Social Security. I mean, like he looks just like Griffin. I'm not going to lie to you. And which is, I mean, I'm not saying that young people can't, have skills but they're not going in. When you go into our government agencies and our systems and have access to all our Social Security numbers, and if they really wanted to cut waste, why would they send kids who are still like arguing over Marvel versus DC Comics rather than like forensic accountants? Like, wouldn't that be the people that you go, hey, could you check out? I mean, like Charles Grodin from the movie Dave would have been a better choice if any of you saw that movie, which I think is an underrated movie. Dave and Kevin Kline, really fantastic.
Yes.
Anyway, so I mean, like, oh my God, wouldn't it be great if there really was like, if Trump like had some sort of incident, and I'm not encouraging anything. I've been told by the station not to even make jokes about like if this were a Liam Neeson movie as a CIA agent, wouldn't he be like rounding up all of his pals and be like, we got to do something about this, not for nothing, but the president's choked on a Big Mac. I'm just saying, and I can't nor encourage that kind of thing. I just think that, and although Liam Neeson is way too cool, let someone choke on a Big Mac. I'm just saying, but this kid. Fired. And Brad alluded to this. Nuclear experts who are charged with making sure that our nuclear plants and weapons are safe, around the world. And they fired them and then realized what they did because these kids didn't know what they did, like what their jobs were. They just like cut. Okay, so I don't want to go into the whole terminology of how some of this happened. It was probationary employees, meaning like you can have a job where like you're on probation because you're in trouble or you're new hire. Only the federal government also puts people who are about to be promoted in a probationary period, meaning they're skilled. Like they know what they're freaking doing. How am I not swearing? I don't know. It's really a mystery. And here's the thing. So they realized what happened and they wanted to rehire them or unfire them. I don't even know, like whatever it is. And if it were me, first of all, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to need triple pay plus 6 months vacation and I'm working from home forever. And the problem is they don't have their personal emails. These MFers don't, and people on my Facebook page, which by the way, please visit the Patti Vasquez show page. We've gotten thousands of new followers in the last week alone because so many people hate me all of a sudden. I'm getting death threats. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Also crazy.
Are you okay?
But yeah, it's on the Patti Vasquez show page on Instagram and Facebook. So at any rate, they don't have their, so people are like, I'm sure the government has their private emails. No, they apparently don't have those records. And when you are terminated, from personal experience, you no longer have access to your work email. Like they just shut it down. They can't, like, You're done. You can't get back to that. So that was fun. And then everything else. That was just on Friday. And then, here's the thing. So everyone is just screaming about the border crossings. they just fired 20 judges that are tasked with processing refugees and migrants at the border because, we want to make sure that people are coming here legally and we're making sure it's efficient and things are getting smooth. Wow! What is happening? Okay. So then also, a plane flipped upside down in Toronto, which Brad covered. I'm flying in a couple weeks. Thinking about taking Amtrak, although how long is it going to be before one of those flip over? There have been military planes have crashed, private jets have crashed. There have been, oh my God, you guys, everything is not okay. So my day job, you guys, my day job is working for the state of Illinois. And for the last 4 or 5 years, my job is to make sure that we amplify providers of healthcare and human services, right? And so I write dossiers, I do research, I reach out to them, ask them if they need anything. I profile like domestic violence shelters and childcare, elderly services. And my job since November 6th has been like, hey, so if all this goes down, what happens to everybody? I don't want to tell you. They fired. I'm sorry. I got to go back to the list. They fired VA crisis helpline specialists, like therapists who are helping folks who are, and you know how many service people we lose every single day to suicide? Yeah, I don't know if it's still 22, but it is a number that are unconscionable. And there's this kid from Nebraska who created an AI program that deciphered some ancient text by the Greeks, and now he's a superstar. Totally qualified to do all of this crap. So anyway, Saturday Night Live, which celebrated their 50th anniversary, I'm going to end on my story of why we're here. I mean, not you. I don't know why you're here. I know why I'm here. And to do with this story. When I was 6 years old, my half sister, let's call her Bonnie because that's her name. She was getting married and didn't want any kids at her wedding reception. So my Aunt Bernice, even though I was her sister, I'm totally well adjusted. You guys, I'm fine. She's only my half sister. She's Irish and German, and doesn't like to say she has a Mexican sister. Like when we are out, she's like, she's my what are we again? Are we stepsisters? And I'm like, you know what? When we're out shopping, we're just sisters. If you need a kidney transplant, we're step siblings. Anyway, she didn't want me to be at her wedding, and I've totally recovered from not being a flower girl. So my wonderful Aunt Bernice, who was our first generation, so I'm Irish and Mexican for those who don't know, Aunt Bernice was the youngest of 10 whose their mother came from Ireland. And she said, I'll stay home and babysit Patty. And it was Patsy at the time. Don't repeat that. I will find you. But so she let me stay up and watch this show where this woman was jumping up and down on her bed, and she acted like me, like with dreams and playing out roles. And I fell in love with Gilda Radner. Yeah. And that's why I'm here today. I don't know about you, but I hope you're not crazy. Don't let them make you crazy. I'll just do it.
We're all crazy.
Crazy.
And we're crazy about Patti Vasquez.
That's her. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I love you.
Okay. I'll know it's time to panic when Patti explodes. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah, no, not yet.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Now go
Thank you. I'll be here.
Special medication I sent you.
Appreciate it. Hey, don't forget, March 6th, Steve Goodie joins me at Tata's Kitchen.
That's right. Is that in Chicago?
It's in Chicago on Irving Park Road, just west of Central.
Hang on.
You know what?
I'm bringing you back in. Say that again.
Yes, Steve Goodie and I will be performing on March 6th at Tata's Kitchen and Social on Irving Park Road, just west of Central, over by a Dairy Queen.
Over by Dairy Queen, and we're starting at 8 o'clock. If I'm not,
we're starting at 8 o'clock. Dinner. We're seeing for dinner at 7:30. Show starts at 8 o'clock, and Steve is closing out the show.
And the food's amazing, as we always say. Come for the tacos, so stay for the tacos. That's
correct.
Right. All right, thank you, Patty. You rock.
Thank you. There's tequila.
Don't die before March 6th.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Or ever. All right. Oh my God, it's time for a musical guest now. He's around here somewhere. Where did he go? There he is. It's our pal Kerplunk. Hi, Kurt of Kerplunk.
Hey.
Thank you.
Do I need to introduce the song before I sing it, right?
Well, hang on. I'm going to do an intro for you, a little video thing. Then you get to do a song and you can introduce it and then do it. I have no idea what you're going to do. Then I've got to answer it somehow with a song that follows for some reason. And then you're going to do a second song. Oh, it's going to be so good. Here we go with a little intro for you.
It's our musical guest, our musical guest. Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest. Plonk.
So, this is my first attempt at a country song, and I really don't like country. I know I live in Nashville and all that. I'm not really a big country fan, but I was trying to do a lot of different genres for this current funny album, and it lent itself too well to country. This one and one other song were really the kind of two that inspired me because I got such strong hooks for the choruses. I just knew I had to flesh them out into full songs. And so this one is about those times before you flush that you just turn around and you look down and think, I don't remember eating corn. So feel free to sing along on the ends of the choruses. I'll try to.
Except don't, because it's Zoom, but you can mouth it. Yeah, do that.
A sing along type thing. So there at the ends. All right, here we go. Be it buffet or Thanksgiving feast. Sometimes at certain meals I tend to eat a lot of things. Had potatoes, ham, chicken, gizzard, and some turkey parts. Then the beans and asparagus went off and made me fart. There was gravy, baked beans, okra, and yams, but I just can't recall corn being part of the plan. Digestion's a funny thing, don't you know? Sometimes while finishing up, it's hard not to notice as I glance in the bowl. Ain't a thought I want to explore, but after thinking back, I can't help but react by singing, I don't remember eating corn. On the cob, creamed or niblet, it's in my teeth. Having diverticulitis, my friend, don't have to deal with this kind of thing. You got the yellow, white, and Indian varieties to plant, fertilize, then pick and shuck. Oh Lord, please save the bees. I'm a throughway, just a conduit for corn. It's fiber passing on through, makes me want to boil some more. Digestion's a funny thing, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Sometimes while finishing up, it's hard not to notice as I glance in the bowl. Ain't a thought I want to explore, but after thinking back, I can't help but react by singing, I don't remember eating corn.
Eating corn.
It's not like swallowing coins. Why can't that stuff digest? I don't remember eating corn. I did have corn on the cob, but it was a week ago at a Cracker Barrel. I don't remember eating corn. I took a peek, and now I can't look away. Y'all knew this song was about poop from the title, didn't you? I'm saying it one more time. Eating corn. Everybody, I don't remember
eating corn.
Always tasteful and appropriate, Kurt from Kurt.
poop related.
You know what? You give me a problem that very few other people give me because I have like 1,000 songs about poop, and the problem is choosing one. I think I will do the one. This is for our friend Chuck, who's a big fan of my album called Hey, Hey, Howdy, It's Girl Band. This is a song from a collection of songs written from the point of view of 9-year-old girls. That's right. That's what I did. So, my stupid little... Oh, I couldn't find the key. Stupid little brother's in my stuff again. He's wearing my brand new hat. I went and told Mom she didn't do nothing well. Poop on that. My stupid older sister got a baseball glove and a brand new aluminum bat. I got a dictionary made for Scrabble. Well, poop on that. Poop on that. Poop on that. Well, poop, poop, poop on that. I can't win with all the poop I'm in, so poop on that. Poop, 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 boop-be-doo. Cha-cha-cha. Abbreviated for obvious reasons. And now another song from our friend Kurt from Kerplunk.
I love that
Oh my
group on that
gosh.
song. So this
How do you
last one,
follow that?
yeah. So this last one is actually not about poop.
What?
I know it. I know, if you can believe it. It's about spit. I love watching videos of llamas acting up and spitting. And you know, I got spit on one by a kid at the state fair, and so while I was on the ground and from being knocked down by this thing, from being startled, and I noticed signs, you know, and way down low, and when I stood back up way up high, they warned, watch out, llama spits. Completely not helpful placement. So I suspect the livestock setup people like posted them like that to just get their jollies watching fair patrons being spat upon. As I chose song titles for this album, I thought, there's a song. So this is kind of a sneaky jazz kind of a sound, and kind of weaves the story together with some, well, actually a lot of actual sounds of people being spit on by naughty llamas. And of course, there's a dance mix available that you can do on my YouTube channel. Gotta do those club mixes. And this is also our new single that is dropping this Friday, the 22nd. So I don't know if I get to say anything after, but please follow and subscribe at all our socials. All those can be found on kerplunk.lol, www.kerplunk.lol. And that way you can kind of be in the know on all the new singles that are coming up and remixes and all that kind of fun stuff. So, all right. So without further ado, this is Watch Out Llama Spits.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm feeling up the spit.
Bypass the goats, forget the emus, leave the ostriches behind. If I got something for you, you'll find them down at the fair, or perhaps on a farm, and at the petting zoo. After treats were plotting harm, Granny got it right in the face. So did the kids running amok all over the place. Beware, no one's safe, wise up, get a clue, 'cause llamas are always down to spit on you. Brown, white, tan or gray, yeah, sure, buddy, they'll come out to play. But hey, they just wanna spit in your face. Those conniving llamas hope they don't get chased. You were only trying to be nice. Pet 'em low, maybe give 'em some ice. Oh, there's signage posted, but it's too high and low to see. Watch out, llama spits. Indeed, I warned you, pal, you better back up. They don't do selfies well or like kissy faces, Bubba. Wear some eye protection, heck, use a face shield. Forget pandemics, the llama threat's real. There'll be teens knocked on their bum, with shavings on their pants, laughs and stares from their chums. I say these critters just don't play. Where there's llamas, there'll always be someone running, screaming away.
Look at him. He's like doing stuff. Just feed it. Just let it have it. Or it's gonna put him back in. See what smells. There's a little one here, baby. I told you, Llama, spit. I told you.
This part's much more entertaining on the video. Brown, white, tan or gray, yeah, sure, buddy, they'll come out to play. But hey, they just wanna spit in your face. Hope they don't give chase. You are only trying to be nice. Maybe give them some ice. Oh, this signage posted, but it's too high and low to see. Watch out, llama spits. Indeed. Watch out, llama spits, kid. Watch out, llama spits. Look out, mama, llama spits. World be warned. Apparently this is not common knowledge and easily forgotten. Llama spits. Baby.
Oh my God. You know, any song that allows for 3 beverage breaks, that's a good song. Well done. Thank you for covering so many of our bodily functions in one set. That was wonderful. Where can we see you and hear you performing live or on the internet?
I don't know. I'm in the process of writing for the next techno record for the other band, so it'll be a while, and it'll be that concert.
Okay. Find you at kerplunk.lol, right?
Yep. Kerplunk.lol. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us. That was mighty
That was
tasteful.
very good. Nice job, Kurt.
And
You
let's
get
see.
him a zoo game.
There you go. Hey, guess what? Before we bring on our headliner, it's time for something that at least one person has been requesting. Oh, so much excitement.
Steve's juggling. Yeah, he's juggling. Hey, I'm trying. Let's see how many balls he drops today.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Not a good start. Hold on, we're gonna try that again. I've been practicing, can you tell? Hope someone's counting, because this is actually, okay, that's enough.
Well,
Than we expected.
21.
21, thanks. That includes the false start?
No, that was from the restart. It was 6 on the false start and 21.
Thank you very much. You are my hero, Kevin. Speaking of my heroes, here's another one of my
heroes. And you know
heroes.
what? You had to plan it because that equals 27.
Thank you. And I'm sure Caitlin Evanson will back up your estimations of my fabulousness. Hi, Caitlin.
Hello, everyone.
Yay. I saw Caitlin just last night at the Bluebird, and I said, I have a feeling we're going to need your services soon. I had no idea it was going to be less than 24 hours, but thank you so much for being available to join us.
Tears to his eyes.
Yeah, you did. Hey.
I did.
You guys do a song with Jerry Vanderberg called Train, which is a big hit for somebody a few years back. And I was thinking of a parody for it, which you and I should work up and surprise Jerry. It would go, brain, mega brain. You go, dar. That'd be about it. All right, anyway. You know the drill around here. We're going to do a little intro for you. Then you're going to sing. No, you're the headliner. You can do 10 minutes of whatever you want to do. And you've asked me to post some lyrics in the chat. So I'm going to do that right now. And then I'll go away. We'll do an intro and it'll be you for 10 minutes. Here we go. Any second now. It's happening any second now.
It's time for a big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
Caitlin Evanson.
Thank you, everyone. Caitlin Evanson here. Thank you for that wonderful intro. How about Steve Goodie, guys?
Yeah.
Taught him everything he knows. That's right. Well, you know what? Actually, you guys were we were talking about the SNL, the fantastic, the 50-year, and it got me thinking because I've had the pleasure of playing on SNL twice.
Yeah.
Both for the wonderful Taylor Swift. And so I had a crush on Andy Samberg at the time. Does anyone know Andy Samberg?
Yeah.
Okay. Love him. Okay. And so Taylor, by the way, this is kind of on my own side, but she was always kind of my wingman. And whenever I was interested in someone, she would try to help me out. And
really? Is that why she keeps calling me?
Keep calling you? Gotta be some kind of mistake. But anyway, yeah, I think
you have no idea.
So she was always telling me, Kate, you got this. Like, don't worry. He's dating this harp singer, Joanna Newsom, but like they'll never last. Here, I'll make him come up talk to you afterwards. And so sure enough, well, now play it forward. He's married to her and has 2 kids, so it didn't really work out for me. But here's how it didn't work out. This is so cringy, guys. This is a don't do drugs moment. So we finished playing one of the Taylor Swift songs, and I knew right after we did the performance that he was going to know who I was, because once you play, everyone wants to be your friend. It happens, you know? So I got ready. I puffed myself up, and I walked down the hall after the show, and, I happened to be smoking a little bit of the devil's lettuce back then. I am 3 years sober, proud to say. Definitely was kind of in my wild days. So I was definitely out of it a little bit. And here he comes, Andy Samberg, sauntering down the hall toward me. And he says to me, "Wow, you guys sounded rad out there." And I said, "Thanks." And I thought, give him some writing material. Great idea, Kate. Give Andy Samberg some writing material. And I said, "Thanks. Rad is a great word. But sometimes I like to take the word badass and the word radical, and I like to say badical." How cringy is that? So he looked at me like, right. He said, right. And somebody called him. "Oh, sorry, I gotta go." Turned around, and I'm standing there thinking, I thought I really killed it on that. What's happening? And my bandmates are snickering and laughing down the hall because they're listening to me bomb, right? So anyway, I have another SNL story, but I will first do this Badical song for you.
Yeah.
So, ladies, I put the lyrics in here in case you want to follow along. This is a heartfelt lament about how it feels to be heard and not heard, seen and not seen. And I don't know if any of you out there have had your significant other. You feel like you've been talking to a wall all day, talking and talking and talking, and not feeling heard. The minute you have to go to the grocery store and pick up your purse and go out the door, he turns around and goes, whoa, where are you going? Where are you going? So this song is called "Nothing Gets a Man's Attention Like a Woman Leaving." Wrote it with Jerry Vandiver. I say, "Honey, I'm home. You're still on the phone. Underwear and socks on the floor. It's been one-word answers and vacant glances since the moment I walked through the door. On my caller ID, it's my girl Emily. I always pick up when she calls. She said, 'I need a drink, girl. Come help me think.' So I grab my purse and I head down the hall. I say, 'Babe, I'll be back in a few.' And like a switch, he stuck to me just like glue. You can scream, you can yell till you're barely breathing. Nothing gets a man's attention like a woman leaving." Yeah. So far, can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to feel Friday night all dolled up, looking like $1,000,000, turning every head on the street. And every guy there is envious, and he's just oblivious, half there, half-assed, half asleep. Some tall, blonde-haired dude struts across the room with sweet compliments meant to flatter. And after one too many beers, it's all very clear. All I can think of right now is my bladder. And for the ladies' room, like a switch, my man stuck to me like Gorilla Glue. 'Cause cross-legged dancing won't stop me from peeing, and nothing gets a man's attention like a woman leaving. On our way back home, finally alone, my legendary last moment to steal. I put my hand on his knee. He says, "Babe, can't you see? I gotta keep both hands on the wheel." All right. On the way up to our bedroom, put the sheets back to make room to shake, rattle, and roll that headboard. Yeah, nothing makes my heart stop like him on his laptop, checking his baseball team score. So I sleep in the guest room. And like a switch, he's stuck to me like Elmer's glue. Yeah, so girls, if you want to get hot and steamy, believe me, yeah, nothing gets a man's attention like a woman leaving. Ooh.
Yay! Great song. Great song, Gorilla.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
You know, I
Well
have
done.
one more SNL. Sorry, what?
I said, well done.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, all comments, all compliments, please. This way, thank you.
You have a lovely voice, dear.
Oh, thank you. Keep it coming. Stop. Don't stop. I have another SNL story too. Touche. I got to hang out with one of SNL's cameramen who had been there for 40 years. His name was Speedy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his name was Speedy. He was one of the main cameramen. And you know these gruff guys that are like, "Rrr," and they've got like long gray ponytails, and they're always dressed in black with black tennis shoes because they're working hard from the minute they're there. Guys, it's a magical place. Like the last time we played there with Kelsey Ballerini, Spielberg and Paul Rudd happened to walk in right at the last minute, right as we were getting ready to perform, and just stood there and watched us perform. Steven Spielberg. I'm on stage with my phone, trying to take a picture with no one seeing me. I'm on stage. Maybe no one will see me take a picture of Steven Spielberg in the audience. Like, really dumb. Anyway, so when I spoke with Speedy, I said, Speedy, give me like some stories. Give me some memories of the old Gilda Radner days, like someone was saying, right? And he said, well, let me tell you. You know, back in the day, everybody was, once again, mind-altering substances upstairs before the show, and Gilda was the only one who never did any of that. She was sober. She kept it together the whole time. I'd never seen her get into any trouble with Belushi and all those guys upstairs. She always had it together, man. She was never doing that stuff. And I thought, man, that really reflects on how she was as a performer on SNL. Like you kind of see it, how she was always so alert. She was always on it. You know, it just really, I thought it was a reflection of her. She was like the responsible one. She was the June Carter of the relationship. I better stop it. Behave. So anyway, that has to do with nothing else. I'm about to change the subject and tell you that this has nothing to do with the last thing I told you, the rabbit trails. I'm kind of like Steve in that with the ADHD. It's just whoa everywhere. So I think maybe that's why he's like one of the only people who can really follow me when I sit and have conversations with all of the me's. I am a great bunch of women. So
yeah, you are. Well, it's nice that you say I can follow you when I thought I was stalking you. But thank you.
Like I said, I'll take all compliments. Speaking of compliments, this has nothing to do with that at all. This song is called Butt Dial. I seem to have a lot of comedic songs about my past with mind-altering substances, and this is another one of those. I think that I have been able to look back and really laugh at how idiotic I used to be. So there's a lot of truth in this story. It's called Butt Dial. It has a lot to do with prescriptions, and it has a lot to do with with PBR. A little bit of PDA, definitely some PMS mixed in there. You guys can relate on those topics, but it's called Butt Dial, and it goes like this. In a moment of sobriety, I went to see a PhD, said I needed clarity and gave me Adderall to help me with my OCD and narcissistic tendencies. Desperate at CVS, I took your call. I went from PMS to PBR to PDA, behind the bar to OMGing all night long in your BFF half cousin's car. After DUIs and purple pills and Spanish-speaking court appeals. Lord, I'd take your butt dial after all. I woke up in your roommate's bed, fighting over half the rent. Last night's hootin' and he hurt my knees. Woo. Well, who the hell is Bethany? I told you my name's Stephanie. Choking on your willy while you're just getting your filly. Well, blowing you, it ain't no freaking breeze. I went from PMS to PBR to PDA, behind the bar to OMGing all night long in your BFF half-cousin's car. After DUIs and purple pills and Spanish-speaking court appeals. Lord, I'd take your butt dial after all. I went from PMS to PBR to PDA, behind the bar to OMGing all night long in your BFF half-cousin's car. After DUIs and purple pills and Spanish-speaking court appeals. Lord, I'd take your butt dial after all.
That was so good. Hang on, where am I? Hold on, I got confused. Caitlin Evanson!
Yay! Thank you. I think that I can out-dark Brad Tassell's joke and say that I want to write a cover to tribute Garland called "Somewhere Over the Counter." Yeah.
I like that idea a lot. Hang on one second.
What's PBR?
Pabst Blue Ribbon, for crying out loud.
It's just the world's
see, I didn't get that one either.
I don't know, it's physicians' death rents.
I can't believe one of our group didn't know that. I'm so ashamed.
I was thinking it was
acronym deficiency.
What did you say, Galen?
Real quick, and it said professional bull riding.
College age on a budget.
Professional bull riding.
Okay, fine. Either way. Caitlin, where can we see you performing live or on the internet in the upcoming little while?
Well, check out my website, CaitlinEvanson.me. You can see a lot on there. I actually offer a songwriting experience where you can come in and write a song with me about your life. All of my music, and especially my latest music, is on Spotify. The album is called Never My Fault, and it's actually a little more of a serious element. One of the things that is a bummer is that the Sexual Assault Center of Nashville has just lost their funding. But the songs are about my past in the music industry, and they're therapeutic, and they helped heal me, and they have helped to heal others. And so I have my album on there. So all the spectrums and all the sides of me on Spotify. And comedy's always been a part of it. So Spotify and my website, and I know I've got a Bluebird coming up, but I'll let you know. I did one last night with Steve as well.
And it rocked. That's right. Thank you, Caitlin Evanson. You
We
are
take
the
your butt dial.
best.
Excellent.
Let's see. I'm doing everything by myself now. Okay. Hey, by the way, I'm very excited about this new zit I have. I hope everybody's noticed. I'm 59 and still getting acne. It's exciting.
Wow.
All right. And now an advertisement for your viewing. Whoops. No, hold on. I thought I had this together. I didn't. Everything's great. This is going just the way I hoped. That's not right. Let's try it again. Like that. Okay.
The world's longest running comedy music concert series is back.
So this song is about following your dreams and never giving up. It's also about the Hulk.
MarsCon 2025 is taking place March 7th through 9th at the Hilton Minneapolis St. Paul Mall of America Hotel in Bloomington, Minnesota.
Can I get a celebratory woo? Woo! Thank you.
This year's event will have performances by Worm Quartet, Devo Spice, The Great Luke Ski, Insane Ian, Carrie Dalby, Meow Mean, Steve Goodie, Nuclear Bubble Wrap, The Odd Ditties, Holy Bongwater, Regdar and the Fighters, Primordial Pouch, and this year's comedy music guests of honor, sponsored by Needle Juice Records, John S. Hall and Dog Bowl of King Missile Dogfly Religion.
I don't go to recitals anymore because my hearing is too sensitive, and I don't go to art galleries anymore because there are people there, and I can't deal with people.
Registration for a weekend badge is $55 until January 31st. After that, it'll be $70 at the door. To pre-register and for more info on MarsCon, visit marscon.org.
Please continue to hold. Your comedy music will be with you shortly.
You are currently the 27th caller in line.
And now this.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
Not only is it a dumb song from Steve for no reason, it's a brand new dumb song from Steve for no reason.
All right.
Absolutely nobody has heard this yet. I'm only going to do the first part because this is a very slow parody of a very slow REM song that I think you'll recognize. When your remaining years are short and your days are long, because you're old. And the doctors, all those doctors don't know what's wrong, because it's everything. Your kidneys and your arteries and your spleen have all had enough. And all night, you're getting up to pee all damn night. That prostate won't let you go. Number one. Even after 30 tries. And everything in your body hurts all the time. That's not okay. What's going to happen in the recording is then it's going to switch to a polka. It's going to be so much.
Oh my God.
All right, enough of that. Let's do this.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
We need your money. Gosh darn it, please go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click on donate. That's the right one. Click on donate, and we will get me some Clearasil. We'll also, we're going to get some more alcohol for Patty, and we're going to get Brad a job that lets us be on this show for the whole time. And I think we're gonna get Kerplunk a can of corn. I think so. Caitlin, I don't think needs anything. I think Caitlin's medicine cabinet is well stocked. But, well, actually, you should tip because last time Caitlin was here, if you recall, she wanted to tell a joke and she paid us $20 to allow her to tell a joke. Well, I think she deserves her money back, don't you? Oh, I'm not saying it's on you, but it's on you. All right. So please, if you would, go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click on donate. And everything you give will be split 5 ways amongst the 5 performers. Bob doesn't get a share, but that's okay. He lives in the glove compartment. All right. It is now time. I did the begging for money. I think it's time for the worst joke of the week, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I can find it.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
I have a little bit of a conundrum because I can't remember if I've already told this joke. So I'm going to try this joke. If you recognize it at the end, say, hey, Steve, we've heard that before, and I'll tell you another one. So, weigh your decision carefully because it means 2 terrible jokes. Anyway. Hey, everybody, what kind of pants does a psychic wear?
What kind of pants?
Just a pair of normal pants.
Ooh.
That's what you get when you watch this show. It's gonna be a long 4 years. We have a lot of fun at the virtual comedy show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch them decompose. Keep coming back to the virtual comedy show. We appreciate your support of the virtual comedy show. With a budget of nada, nothing zero. We're a little less fancy than we